Welcome to Football Today TV. These is your home for updated football news. So feel free to share your opinions and remember to subscribe.
June 2026 has brought a sudden, seismic realignment to the highest echelons of European football. The summer transfer window is no longer merely a marketplace for upgrading squads. It is transformed into a high-stakes arena of structural philosophy, tactical dominance, and institutional leverage. At the epicenter of this shifting landscape sits Chelsea Football Club. The boardroom at Stamford Bridge has chosen a path of profound technical reinvention, a move highlighted by the appointment of Xabi Alonso to the managerial hot seat. Alonso's arrival immediately signaled a departure from reactive recruitment toward a deeply defined, highly structured style of play based on spatial manipulation and precise positional geometry. Yet, Alonso's tactical vision was immediately met with a significant squad dilemma. The Chelsea hierarchy chose to sanction the high-profile departure of Spanish left-back Marc Cucurella, greenlighting his move to Real Madrid. This transfer created an immediate vacancy on the left side of the Blues' defensive and offensive framework. Cucurella's exit left a massive technical void, forcing the recruitment department to search for a replacement who can handle the physical and mental demands of Alonso's system. On Friday, June 19, 2026, the nature of this search became clear. Reports confirmed that Chelsea have entered a fierce three-way Premier League battle to sign 23-year-old Spanish defensive star Alvaro Carreras. Real Madrid have placed a firm €50 million price tag on the young fullback, sparking a major transfer saga involving Arsenal and Manchester United. In any multi-club transfer battle, leverage is the ultimate currency. While three of English football's biggest institutions are monitoring the player, industry insiders reveal that Chelsea hold a distinct, potentially decisive advantage over their domestic rivals. This advantage is tied directly to the presence of Xabi Alonso in London. Carreras shares a highly valuable professional history with Alonso. The two have worked together previously, and the newly appointed Chelsea manager knows exactly how to utilize the defender's unique skill set. For a young player standing at a career crossroads, the chance to reunite with a manager who understands his strengths is an incredibly powerful factor. The need for a replacement at Stamford Bridge is urgent. Replacing Cucurella requires more than just filling a spot on the team sheet. It requires a player who can execute complex structural patterns, shift inside during build-up play, and provide genuine offensive output from the wide channels. Carreras fits this modern profile perfectly. The question facing the Chelsea boardroom is no longer about the player's technical suitability, but their willingness to meet Real Madrid's full €50 million valuation. In an era governed by tight profit and sustainability rules, spending €50 million on a single defensive target requires careful financial planning. However, with Alonso driving the club's sporting project, the Chelsea hierarchy may see Carreras as a vital long-term investment for their new tactical setup. While Chelsea try to finalize their approach, a major challenge is emerging from the northwest. Manchester United's interest in Álvaro Carreras is a logical move born out of clear squad necessity. For several seasons, the left-back position at Old Trafford has been a source of persistent instability. The club's recruitment staff have been forced to look for a reliable, long-term alternative to Luke Shaw, whose recurring fitness issues have repeatedly disrupted the team's defensive cohesion. United require an active, resilient fullback who can defend reliably while consistently supporting the attack. At 23 years old, Carreras represents the exact type of profile Manchester United's new sporting leadership wants to sign. Young, highly technical, and already proven at a high level of European competition. He is a player who can grow with the squad while providing immediate reliability. However, Old Trafford faces a significant obstacle in negotiations. Real Madrid's firm €50 million asking price has created a major hurdle for United's transfer team. Manchester United are currently working to convince the Spanish club to lower their financial demands. Whether United can negotiate a more favorable payment structure or a lower base fee remains to be seen, but their need for a defensive solution means they will remain a serious threat to Chelsea throughout the summer. If Chelsea's interest is driven by an open vacancy, and Manchester United's by structural necessity, Arsenal's presence in this race represents a fascinating tactical question. Mikel Arteta's recruitment team are closely monitoring the player's situation in Madrid. Yet, Football analysts and transfer experts have expressed surprise at Arsenal's decision to pursue the 23-year-old fullback. The Gunners currently boast one of the most complete and versatile defensive units in the Premier League, with multiple high-level options capable of occupying the left-back role within Arteta's inverted systems. Given their current squad depth, many market experts believe that spending €50 million on another defender would be a surprising choice for Arsenal. The prevailing view across the industry is that Arsenal's summer budget would be better spent elsewhere, particularly on a dynamic central midfielder and additional attacking reinforcements. Arsenal's interest could be an opportunistic move to disrupt their rivals' transfer plans, or a sign that Arteta wants to add even more tactical flexibility to his squad. Regardless of their ultimate goals, Arsenal's involvement adds another layer of complexity to an already intense transfer battle. However, Real Madrid's recent signing of Marc Cucurella has changed Carreras' long-term outlook in Spain. With Cucurella arriving to take a leading role under Carlo Ancelotti, Carreras faces the prospect of significantly reduced playing time. For a 23-year-old international who needs consistent minutes to continue his development, sitting on the Bernabeu bench is simply not an option. Reports indicate the player is highly tempted by a move to the Premier League, where he can secure a starting role and showcase his skills in the most watched league in the world. As the summer transfer window progresses, the battle for Carreras' signature is set to intensify. Chelsea have a clear vacancy and the Xabi Alonso connection, while Manchester United are driven by a long-term need to reconstruct their left flank. With Real Madrid holding firm on their €50 million valuation, the club that acts with the greatest financial and tactical clarity will land one of the most talented young defenders in Europe. The race for Álvaro Carreras is officially underway, and the outcome will reshape the defensive structures of the Premier League's elite.